There is something strange about autumn. The trees spend months becoming green. They reach toward the sun, grow quietly, and hold on to every leaf as though it belongs to them. And then, almost without resistance, they let everything go. Perhaps that is why Vincent van Gogh loved autumn. He once wrote about the melancholy of falling leaves, the muted light, the haziness of things. But he also saw something stronger in autumn, something rugged, intense, and alive. He said that as long as autumn lasted, he would not have enough hands, canvas, or colors to paint all the beautiful things he saw. Look at these leaves. Red. Yellow. Orange. Green. Some are bright. Some are fading. Some are already lying on the ground. And yet together, they create something more beautiful than any single leaf could ever create. Maybe that is the first lesson of fall. Beauty does not require permanence. We often think something is beautiful because it lasts. A successful career. A healthy body. A relationship. Youth. A beautiful home. A moment of happiness. We want to hold on to all of it. But nature seems to suggest something different. The leaf becomes most colorful just before it lets go. And perhaps life is like that too. There are seasons when we are building. Seasons when we are growing. Seasons when we are achieving. And then there are seasons when life asks us to release something we once believed we could never live without. A position. A dream. A relationship. An identity. Sometimes even an old version of ourselves. We call it loss. Nature calls it autumn. And there is another lesson hidden here. Look closely at the ground. These leaves did not all turn the same color. Some became brilliant red. Some became golden yellow. Some remained green. They did not compete with one another. They simply became what their season required them to become. Perhaps we spend too much of our lives comparing our colors with someone else's. Someone else's career is ahead of ours. Someone else's family seems happier. Someone else's life seems more successful. Someone else's photograph looks brighter. But a forest doesn't ask every leaf to be the same color. Why should we? There is dignity in becoming yourself, even when your color is different from everyone around you. And perhaps the deepest lesson of autumn is this. Letting go is not always surrender. Sometimes it is transformation. The tree does not lose its leaves because it has failed. It lets them go because the next season requires it. What looks like an ending from one perspective may simply be preparation from another. And that is why autumn is neither entirely joyful nor entirely sad. It is both. There is melancholy in the falling leaf. And there is magnificence in its color. There is an ending. And there is the promise of another beginning. Maybe that is what makes life beautiful. Not that everything stays. But that everything changes. So perhaps we should learn to look at our own autumns differently. When something leaves your life, don't immediately ask, why did I lose it? Ask instead, what is this season trying to make room for? Because one day, we may look back at the things we desperately tried to hold on to, and realize that letting them fall was not the end of our story. It was simply another season. And perhaps, like Van Gogh, if we learn to really look, we may discover that even in the falling, there are colors we had never noticed before.